I should point out, if you've got your kids here, we are partial to a bit of swearing. Just thought I'd warn you in case you hadn't noticed. But, you know, there's worse things in life, and you've been told. This one's about 6 weeks ago, a woman was breastfeeding, and somebody called her a tramp. I don't know if anybody saw it, it was all over the papers. This one's called Tramp. It's a poem for Emily Slough. Get your attitude for the left. Get your attitude. No, because if a woman is breastfeeding, then her tits aren't titillating. She's not sending sexy signals out. She is simply lactating. And have you thought to ask yourself just why you are spectating? I reckon you were bottle fed. And that's what's caused your hating. If a woman wants to whap one out to nourish a small baby, then that is her prerogative. There's no ifs, no buts, no maybes. And if this sight makes your mouth foam like you've got late stage rabies, then I'd say you've got some issues in your relationships with ladies. If a woman turns your stomach just by simply offspring feeding, if seeing acts of nurture makes your eyes feel like they're bleeding, and I'd say your moral compass is knackered and receding, or perhaps these blinkered views come from the tabloids you've been reading. If a woman is labelled a tramp because she feeds in public places, surely it's them that label that are the real disgraces. If you find yourself disgusted by such loving interfaces, it's time for a mental health check, cause you appear to be head cases. Tit power! Thanks so much. This next one, before we started Pipe Riot, I used to go to a lot of poetry evenings. And the second one I ever went to, I walked into a room and there was a bloke in his 50s doing a poem about how fantastic the sex was with his new girlfriend while she was sat there. And it was proper cringy. And for reasons I won't go into, somebody asked us to write a shite poem last month. And this is what I came up with. I'm going to read it to you. This one's for you, baby. This one's called Your Sexy Weirs. When your tender, loving hands wrap around my throbbing glands, my purple part gets moist and a little shiny. When I nibble with me teeth at your pink button beneath, it's savoury, but also slightly brainy. When we do it canine style, I sometimes grin a goofy smile, cause I can't believe that I'm balls deep inside you. For I have loved you all along with the passion of the strong, and it's an honour, nay a privilege, to ride you. We got naked in the rain, we messed around with whips and chains, we shagged outside in the snow on a toboggan. You're a sexual libertine, a reader's wife's wet dream, and I shall learn to drive, then we'll go dogging. I love it when we're rude and we mess around with food, and I smear your baps with garlic cheese called Borson. And then I slowly lick them clean, and then it gets obscene as I flip you over and kick your back doors in. And then we'll lie in the wet patches in our matted pubic thatches, and I know that I'll jizz in and on you all my days. It is my solemn duty to worship your awesome booty, because I love you and I love your sexy ways. Thank you. Cheers. I like a bit football banter. But you know, once in a while you bump into somebody that hates like everybody from Sunderland or hates everybody from Newcastle. That's what this one's about. It's called A Fail of Two Cities. Little pun for you. Your world's built on petty grievances, rival tribal allegiances. Adore your team and your football ground. Hate everyone from the neighbouring town. You see, the people are different there. You can spot them by the clothes they wear. They've got no passion, got no heart. Two cities, 15 miles apart. Can't trust them with the shifty eyes, and every word they say is lies. Kick them, stamp them when they're down. Postcode wars in northern towns. Lads from both these cities fought world wars side by side. They must be rolling in their graves at this hate passed off as regional pride. The hate so great that they aim to maim, and it's all in the name of a beautiful game. Will they ever learn the lesson that it's not where you're from, it's where you're at? Cheers. Thank you. The Reverend Chris Alston, ladies and gentlemen. I take my hat off to Valerie. As I keep saying, without him, I'm nothing. This is my last one. Somebody mental a while ago said I should write poems for kids. And this is what I came up with. It's about 3 cats that are absolute bastards. Is the tale of the 3 bad cats who were proper bona fide twats. They dined on caviar, stuffed rats and pounced around in small top hats. They all lived with a dear old gran who missed the love of her old man. A lonely old age wasn't planned, but she gets by the best she can. One day a bottom had the squits. She'd caught that flu that just won't quit. With achy bones and stuffy head, she had to drag herself to bed. The cats like treats from down the shop. Curly whirlies, quavers pop. They said, we'll get the groceries in. Give us your credit card and PIN. Those furry fuckers took the piss and spoke to cash on that and this. 3D TV, gold gangster bling, a bubble car, a lot of string. They had a day out at the races when the clubs got off their faces, travelled to exotic places, joined UKIP cause they were racists. They squeezed their credit till it bled. Our bank statements were dripping red. She begged for mercy from the bankers who said it's not our fault, your pets are scoundrels. And a neighbour said, my dog is nails, he'll box 6 years, he'll bite 3 tails. The felines were a sorry shower once the canine kicked their heads all hour. Those flashy, moggy bastard tops were told to pack as they limped off, their fur chewed up in clumps and tats. Here ends the tale of the 3 bad cats. Thank you. Thanks so much. We were Riot. Thanks very much for having us.